we don't get to see them.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I feel like there's a lot of people that are playing in Chile or wherever that just don't even upload matches or stream anything, and we just have no idea.
We'll never know until they come out.
Exactly. Anyway, getting into our second winners match of top 8 at Super FamiCon, we've got Colbol and n0ne. And
these guys are both like crazy, right?
Yeah, they definitely are. They're definitely crowd favorites for their explosive play styles and their flashy ways. Colbol. Colbol.
That exchange.
Challenging n0ne early on. Up tilt, we talked about how good that move is in this matchup in the last set. Back air scoops off the stage. This is Fox's situation to win. Anytime you get that situation with Fox where you have them and you have your back turned to them, they're down being or up being, you have to take advantage of how not amazing Falcon is in that situation. That's Falcon's situation to lose, or Fox's situation to lose.
Colbol also has a ton of experience in this matchup, having 3 high-level Falcon players to play against in his home state.
I was telling Colin last night that he's blessed. I mean, like the region that he comes from has some of the best matchup experience and some of the hardest to learn matchups that you can have in Melee. He's got 3 of the best Falcons that all have a similar play style, but definitely different punishes, different enough. Then you have, like, when he's around / back in the day, you have Hungry Box, who's like,
oh my god,
my
that's such a smart trade.
n0ne
was at high percent enough like for one hit to maybe potentially kill him.
Goodness gracious, that was a delayed response from the audience. They actually
no!
Okay,
Call him the SD king himself.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a Colin set without him SDing at least once. I like the option to bear there because you're not going to get much off of down throw.
It's kind of weird because Colbol's been kind of the driver's seat the entire time. He's been, putting the pressure on n0ne.
n0ne's just had moments. He's had bigger moments in the fight so far. That moment where they were off stage and they both died, that was pretty big for just like the momentum. Even when you get a suicide kill and it just evens it out, it's still a big deal.
Yeah.
Also, nice down tilt. I love that option. I feel like n0ne uses a lot of these moves a lot of Falcons don't use just because like he sees things differently, like Sammy was talking about when he played Mike. Nice step up air from Colbol there. Let's see if he can finish this game here. It's super tight. Oh, nice bear. He almost got kneed right there. He takes first game over n0ne.
Barely spaced outside that. That was crazy.
That was a very, very sick game. And Stoneface Shelby is looking off into the distance, trying to find the answers.
I'm hoping this is kind of indicative of how the set will go. They're both kind of going in, going hard, doing crazy things.
If I was a betting man, I would probably assume that this is going to go to the later games.
Yeah. And, Mr. Prophet over here called his own set going to the later games last night.
Yes, Mystic. That's why they call me Mystic Mac. Colbol is very good on the stage. He obviously would prefer something a little bit smaller, but I feel like his style is good for having space.
That DI went so far out. Cover's a little too high there. n0ne's ready to cover it.
That was definitely some yay DI. Oh, nice dash dance, crazy legs, shine, back throw. I like that sequence. If only he could have finished it. n0ne tries to scoop him with a soft up air off stage, but he hits him the opposite way.
n0ne's been having some trouble edge guarding Colbol off stage too. Colbol's making some weird recovery choices and options.
He needs to start mixing in those bears I saw him using last night. Those front hit bears, those softies into nipple spikes. Those are so good. He has this one chest spike setup that's just so hard to get out of if you're between like 50 and 80 in your Fox or Falco. And I haven't seen him really try to use it at all versus any of the spaces he's played in top 16, but he was using it all the road to get here and at the salty speed. Nice.
Nice match, okay.
Wheel kick from Colbol might be sealing the stock here, but he is super high percent for this matchup anyway. It is Dreamland, but it's only going to give Falcon more time to set up his edge guard against you when you get hit off the stage, in my opinion. Nice axe kick. People's back fist.
People's back fist.
Colbol needs to do a lot of work if he wants to maintain his lead and expand it going into the third game. n0ne is trying to get back in this set after an early loss where he couldn't secure the edge guards versus Colbol.
And he really hasn't had to this game. He's kind of been getting all his kills just from strong hits off stage.
Yeah, I mean, just the meteor hits. I feel like that's exactly what Colin hits you with. Colin's somehow, he has this, different style, but every time he hits you with a move, I feel like he's hitting you with the strongest part of the move most of the time. I don't feel like he ever really hits like what we call a jelly up smash, where he hits you with that weird part of up smash. Yeah, the reverse.
Oh.
Whereas n0ne is so good at using the weaker hits to his advantage, like setting up down airs instead of knees, just different approaches and how they like collide with each other in the air. I think that's why we're seeing like more trades. Oh, nice knee from n0ne there.
Not only to go off stage.
This
like
is the exact game you don't want to play versus n0ne. Probably the exact game you don't want to play versus n0ne is like stand like right here while he's right here and just like get down thrown by him off of this area. You don't want to be anywhere in this area like while he's anywhere over here. You want to try to get behind him or above him. If you're standing in front of him, he's just going to run forward and find a way to grab you if he knows what you're going to do.
I find it kind of interesting that the positioning on the stage didn't really matter as much. They were just fighting the entire time. You know, they both just want to hit each other so bad that the center stage isn't really a huge factor for them.
Yeah, I can see that. I just see n0ne always being in a very advantageous position when I think he's very good at dictating like when the fight takes place, like where the fight takes place, and the way he like puts people like right here.
Oh,
this is like
Colbol wants to challenge it too.
Yeah.
That's part of the thing. Oh, dang.
So I think the best thing you can probably do versus that approach is try to like turn around up tilt because it's gonna stuff it for sure.
Or throw a back air.
Yeah. Well, back air is obviously extremely safe, but it's one of those things that has a very different timing, and most people would expect a bair. Ooh. Oh, nice trade on I think bair there as well. Light shield gets grabbed.
Oh.
I like this sequence from Colin here. Oh, he's dead, just like that.
But the sequence before that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
It was looking good for Colin.
He's had some good sequences where he's racked a lot of damage, but not got that big ending finish, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he had a great sequence in the last match where he ended it with a forward throw, and he was going out there to nair and just couldn't grab it.
But n0ne's been able to end all his punishes with like
nice
something
shine.
crazy.
That was perfect. That was the exact time you needed to wait. Great read on the get-up attack, aka the fizz wedge.
Up smash, okay.
Up smash Areno.
Do it. And Colbol, he has to not get caught during the invincibility. n0ne's been doing such a good job of just catching Colbol and instantly killing him.
Yeah, well, I think that n0ne's style is just so explosive. Like he plays at this pace where he's almost like a snake charmer. He always like tricks you into like being like, here is my pace, and then he just like boom comes across the screen at you super fast, like What do you think n0ne does very well in this matchup that we didn't see Mike do versus Fox?
n0ne's definitely bringing the fight to Fox, right?
That's what I noticed the most too. I didn't want to speak out of place, but I felt like he was definitely being more unafraid.
Oh my gosh. To the edge guard, gets the weak knee to knee. But, n0ne always wants to fight up close. He wants to get in the scrap. Money Mike's more about the careful, have you run into my moves, and I'll dictate I'll play the neutral against you.
Right.
As opposed to fighting all the time, which is what n0ne's super duper good at.
Yeah, I mean, the way he throws out hitboxes, it just looks so good. It looks like there's no way I could possibly touch this man right now. Debating heavily for this third game. Of course, there are no bans. It is a best of 5. We are in the final stage of the tournament.
FOD is usually considered the best counter pick against Falcon for the most part.
Yeah, but Colin's going to go with Stadium just for personal preference.
Yeah. Falcon didn't quite work out. Try some
What do you think? What do you think about the idea of banning this stage? There's a lot of talk about this stage not being cool anymore.
I mean, a lot of the cases, involve using the mods or whatever to do that, and I'm not sure if we could ever actually officially do that.
Yeah, so. I'm not a fan of that idea either.
Oh. They worked a little better for Colin. The lack of a top platform, kind of forcing Falcon into more, moving in more horizontal lines.
Yes, absolutely. Falcon does like the nice wideness of this stage, though. The space he does get. It's, it's not like he doesn't benefit from the shorter blast zones too.
Right. But he's less likely to go off the top than Fox is, right?
Oh yeah, certainly.
Oh, all right, Colin. Showing off all the shortens that he can do.
Nice double shine there off the edge.
n0ne kind of played a little too haphazard there by the edge. Stayed off stage for a little too long. That Colbol set up a pretty easy shine spike.
Treehouse coming up. That's definitely not safe. If it's not safe with Falco, there's no way it's safe with Fox. Nice grab from n0ne. Thought we might see that spike setup I was talking about right there when he was looking for that nair.
n0ne seems to kind of lost his momentum. He's not sure. Oh, okay.
See, that's what I was trying to say that earlier about him. He's so explosive because he almost tricks you into looking like he. They're both alive. This is madness.
That would only happen between these two players. These guys are
absolutely.
nuts.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, Colin just having the forethought to shine down there. Like, we saw David lose to Wei Lin because they were both taking that bottom corner of the screen earlier, and David didn't think to shine in the bottom corner of the screen. But because, you know, Colin has called balls to the wall.
It's what Colbol would do. You know?
Yeah.
He knows. He understands.
And he has a hefty lead on n0ne going into the final part of this game here. n0ne's got a lot of work to do if he wants to come back. But
I mean,
we all know that this man can do it in one touch.
Colbol's finally managed to end some of his combos more nicely and more solid kill setups and things like that. And maybe it's to the stage, maybe it's to the preference, or maybe he's just, you know, feeling better about his punish.
It was just a great performance from Colin that game. We didn't see a lot of the jersey is coming off. The jersey is coming off.
Colbol has told me that he just sweats when he plays, you know, because
he's a very sweaty man.
He puts so much of himself into the game, into the controller and his playstyle.
He sweats when he's in a very engaging conversation.
The sheen disappears on
He
his
is
forehead.
certainly not a man that doesn't precipitate all the time, in some way. Yeah. So what I was trying to say about n0ne is that n0ne looks like he doesn't have momentum, but then just explodes onto you, and you're just like, whoa, where did this come from?
Yeah.
He's a player that can like kind of decide when he has momentum, and that's why some people say that his play style is explosive. And I honestly just don't think you can ever really count him out or think that you have him, like think that you're checkmating him. And he goes back for game 5, by the way. He didn't want to go to any of the other stages in the game.
I know SJ really likes this stage, and like you said, Falcon does like the.
I mean, what stages did he have left? Because Colin never picked Fountain, and he already won on. Nice drill! Nobody ever expects the drill. In the words of my boy, Yay! Nobody ever thinks the drill's coming.
I really appreciate doing the up beyond shield, because it's like a hard call out, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not gonna hit them with an aerial. It's not gonna work.
The way he up Bs, not only on the stage like that, but when he manages to do that like reverse up B under the corner and come up through the corner and grab you, like his understanding of how to maneuver that technique is really, really good. A move that most people think is not good at all.
You actually have a lot of time to like react and change direction on the up B too.
Yeah, so absolutely.
It's
yeah.
Cool.
And he's good at understanding like the slight change too.
I've seen n0ne do this previously too. He's been jumping a lot when he gets shined, when he knows he's gonna get shined. Which forces him in the air.
Sweet dash attack, huh?
That was sick.
Yeah, that was a transcendent dash attack.
but taking the shine in the air causes you to land instantly, and you have no landing lag, as opposed to getting set across the ground.
Colin flies the nair plane right into Toronto for that one.
And there's a lot more positional play here from n0ne that we didn't see previously. Really
n0ne's trying to put Colin in the pressure cooker, but Colin said, hey, baby, I'm from Florida. Do you know what the humidity's like there?
Oh, God. It's so rough.
Have you ever been to a CEO?
Don't go outside if you go to one of those.
Colin is once again, just like the last match, we're looking at a hefty lead from Colin.
But
this lead is looking very healthy. This lead is...
what?
This lead is in danger.
And n0ne's putting out so much pressure despite being behind, right?
Well, it's like, I mean, he's turning it up, man. He wants this.
Yeah. Being in winners feels, you know, winner's side for winners finals feels so much better than being in locked into losers.
Certainly. Even if you lose. I mean, yeah, you lost and you might be salty, but think about where you're going.
Down smash? Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And that's the correct response.
What a performance! Those last 2 games from Colin were amazing. Yeah. I love that last little shine sequence.